We're live.
So some technicalities for you to know. I'm recording this, I'll do a little bit of editing, but you'll have over the weekend, maybe the beginning of next week, a recording of this session. I printed out the presentation that you see here. You'll get it on PDF as well, so you have it on. You don't need to print anything. Okay, I'll tell you about the materials and how it works, but you don't need to do anything. I'll provide you. You have everything. Well, that's the thing. רק תקחי את זה, שג'וי מתקשר אליי. אז מקסימום תצאי וקובל, בטח לא תמצא גם. So, welcome to the test course. We're going to make you an agent. Yeah. I already know you, so I'll skip the introduction. The test I just told Ian before we started is for if your level is a little bit higher than being totally stupid, you can pass it. As long as you can understand the question, which is the challenge for you guys. And this is why we're here, we're going to overcome this. I'm Roy, 37 almost. I'm in the real estate business for 8 years. This is my wife, Jan. And we founded our agency as newbies. We had no idea what we were doing in 2008. And if you remember in 2008, the big crisis. All prices all over the world crashed down. There was one place that did not went up, did not go down. The Holy Land prices just rising since then. I have no way to explain this. I don't know. I tried for many years. It's over my comprehension. We've been to real estate after a year that we were just playing, trying to do things that will work. We realized that we have an advantage. Joanna she was raised in Australia. I'm not sure if you speak her. I am Israeli, as you can hear, and I accept jokes about my accent. It's okay, feel free. I was raised here and we don't know how to teach English. But we realized that we can first communicate with foreigners and we can provide them high quality service, which is something we don't have here. And we found a niche. Okay, we found a niche and we started working on that niche, and we grew. We wanted to find agents, and because our niche is foreigners, so we were looking for agents or Chadashim from other places in the world. And the first obstacle in front of them is to pass the test. So we created this training. Okay, we were working with agents in our office. We were training them. And that was almost 5 years ago. And since then, I was doing from word of mouth. People came to me for me to teach them. I taught over 100 students. It was one-on-one. I was sitting with the students for 10 meetings, preparing them, doing everything. I was very lucky to get huge success rate. I'm proud of it. And then we decided to realize that there is no solution like this. People come, they fail, they might skip the dream completely or do something else or work illegally or being in jeopardy of losing commission. And this is what we're doing here. So we're doing, I'm still doing one-on-one. I have some people that insist on that. We are doing these physical lessons, and we are going to have in a few months a full online lesson. By the way, studying works, even if, God forbid, we need to repeat this because this still can happen. You can always enjoy the online materials we have. I told you I'm recording this, you get the record, you get the material. Okay, so that was a short bio about me. The real estate test issued by the Ministry of Justice here in Israel, a department called Rasham HaMetavchim. Rasham HaMetavchim is actually an office of secondaries. This is what they do. They have lists of licensed agents, and 4 times a year they have a test. This is what they do. Their whole job is to have a test and have a list of agents. The test is include 25 questions. It's a multiple choice. You need to score 15 to pass. The test, I will say that the test is a joke. Okay? If you could understand what they really ask you, you would realize it's a joke. And you can, if it was in English, you could go and by common sense pass it. 2,000 people at least every, like 4 times a year, it's 8,000 agents, new agents a year going and pass the test. Okay? And we have to make
I mean, what? 8,000 points? 2,000?
2,000 out of 3,000 pass the test. Okay? And it's 4 times a year. It's a huge hangar in Jerusalem, בבנייני האומה. People come, they in big rooms, they sit and they do the test. Our challenge is to make you familiar with the words, with the questions. You will have to practice a lot to get the words into your system, and then you'll have to trust me that the test is a joke, and that will be our way to do it. We are going to practice a lot, okay? The test, the material, we have 2 books to cover. We will actually work with one, and I will tell you in a second why. The first book is 14 laws, 14 legal situations that you're supposed to know as an agent. I will try my best to explain to you the logic behind it. Being law, sometimes you understand the logic. Okay, so if after you ask me a few times, I tell you that's the way it is. It's not because I don't want to tell you, it's because I don't know. That can happen. So we will study these 14 laws. It's a big PDF book full with unnecessary words. Okay, where I will cut through that and only study the necessary. The second book is called Verdicts. Okay, that's actually a lot more interesting. Cold verdicts are real life cases. But while we're studying, I'm integrating those stories into what we're doing. Okay, so we have 8 sessions. We cover, in most laws we'll cover in one session. There is one major law that will take us 2 or 3, maybe 2.5, we'll see. After each law we will practice, we'll do real test questions from previous tests. And after we finish, when we go on, I'm expecting you to repeat that, to ask maybe do the questions again. I have more questions to provide you. Watch the recording at least once, because the game that we're playing here is you to get familiar with the words and terms and all the structure of the question. Okay? Any questions before we dive into this exciting material? I'll do my best, by the way, to make it interesting. Sometimes we will have to face technical information that we just need to go through. I'm always trying to tell stories and go through to make it interesting, because basically it's not. Okay, it's not interesting material, it's important, you have to do this, and let's make you agents. Okay, this is our goal. Yes? Yeah. So I created a mind map. Mind map is a concept I love. It's the way our brain is programmed, is wired to think. It's like we have a central idea and all the breakdowns of it. So the first law we're gonna learn, and it's really important law, it's the law of real estate agents. Okay? It's built from a few topics. We start by definition.
So to show you, this is my little book.
You and Leonardo da Vinci. It's a good place to read it. Yeah, amazing. I love it. Law of real estate agents. We start by definitions. Most laws start by definitions because sometimes the wording may change between the laws. By the way,
can we zoom? Is there a way to zoom?
I will send you a graphic version just for the presentation. I work with iMinder. Tony Buzan.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I bought it, I said last Black Friday, I need to spend good money, so I bought the iMinder 9. Amazing.
Yeah.
So we start by definitions, and I was about to say that most laws, in the test, you won't be expected to, like, if they ask you about specific laws, they will tell you. Okay? Most of them are straightforward, you know what I'm talking about. first thing I want you to notice, that when we see a question, we need to realize what law they're asking us about. Okay, so first, mind note that we'll take that every question, take a moment and say, okay, they're asking us about the real estate agent law. Good. We move on. So, of course, today it will be obvious because that's the only law you know. After we define things, we start with all the license material. What's required, basically it says that don't work without a license, don't make people believe that you are an agent without a license, and what you can do without a license, which is very, very little. After that, we speak about the ethics. I'm doing like this because it's not really the ethics, but it's what you should do as an agent, what are your duties to your clients. We discuss commission, which is the end game for all of us. We discuss the topic of exclusivity. We discuss the disciplinary offenses that we should not do as agents and the punishments. And then we cover this law. Okay? 5 to 7 questions out of the test are about this law. Okay, so controlling this law and getting to know it will give you thirds of your chances to pass. Okay, so pay attention. This map, of course, is in English, but here I have the exact same thing in Hebrew. And the reason I have it one-on-one is because I want you to start feeling the words, okay? Your Ulpan teacher will be amazed by your process, okay? By your progress. So please, you'll have it and go through that. Make sure you realize and get familiar with the terms. By the way, if I say something that you do not understand, just rush it, okay? Don't let me continue and move on if you don't get it. So let's start with the law of agents. חוק המתווכים במקרקעין. חוק, most laws will start by this structure. Okay, when you see this structure, you know it's a law ahead. חוק, the word חוק, the name of the law, המתווכים במקרקעין, the Hebrew year and the numeric year. Okay, Tafshin-Vav, it's the Hebrew counting of years, and 1996, it's the year in numbers. מתווכים, yeah.
מתווכים. just...
Should we be writing down here or should I not go back?
Oh, whatever works for you.
Yeah.
Whatever works for you. You can listen like later, you can use this. This is why I try to provide you with all learning materials. תיווך, מתווך, לתווך, that's the action.
So where's Nadlan come from?
I'll tell you about Nadlan in a second. מתווך is not necessarily Nadlan. מתווך is the middleman. מתווך comes from the word בתווך. בתווך, you probably never heard about it. בתווך is in between. Okay, אני עומד בתווך mean I'm standing right here. בתווך.
במקום, like similar word, בתווך, or is nothing to do?
No, it's not במקום.
I'm saying, במקום is that...
במקום is instead.
Instead, okay. Sorry,
Okay.
okay.
So, מתווך, בתווך, in between. I'm standing between you and you. Okay? So, as a מתווך, we stand between buyer and seller. Okay? In between. Now, you can be a מתווך in finance. You can be a מתווך in weapons. You can be a מתווך in peace negotiations. You can be a מתווך in many things. Okay? That's the word מתווך. The word מקרקעין comes from the Bible. It's an Aramaic word. It's a word in Aramaic. In Hebrew, karka. You know the word karka? Ground, land. Okay, מקרקעין is the Aramaic pronunciation of karka. Okay? אז מתווך במקרקעין הוא in between regarding real estate. You know the word real estate, where it comes from in English. What's real estate stands for?
Real estate.
Estate, so we all know what. But what's real? The word real. You should know what it is.
Something here, something new, yeah?
Real.
Yeah.
Real, it's not real like something you can touch. It's come from the Latin word real.
Yeah.
royal, because back in the day,
only
only the royalty they had lands. The common people had nothing. So royal estate, real estate, not land. Okay? Okay, so let's start with what it means לעשות תיווך במקרקעין. I will read it in Hebrew and then we go through that word by word. תיווך במקרקעין, meaning הפגשה בתמורה בין שני צדדים או יותר לשם התקשרותם בעסקה בזכות במקרקעין. מה זה הפגשה? Amazing. It's almost a meeting because meeting is פגישה.
yeah.
הפגשה, when we use the word, the letter A, it's something we do. הגשמה, היכרות, to get some meaning into it. הפגשה is to create a meeting, but from the wording we can understand that I, me as the mediator, אני מפגיש ביניכם. I create a meeting between other parties. It's all about me being the leader. So it's not להיפגש, it's להפגיש. It's a different word. It's to create a meeting. Okay, so we start with הפגשה, to create a meeting, not to create a meeting for myself, but to create, to connect other people. But I need to be active there because it's not their meeting. I create a meeting. Yeah. בתמורה. מה זה תמורה? תמורה is something every time I teach I change the words because I still haven't found it. תמורה is that you get something in return. Okay? You ask מה תמורה, meaning what's in it for me? What am I getting for it? So בתמורה means that you're getting paid. You don't do this because you know this one and that one.
As an agent,
Yeah. We define being a real estate agent, we try to construct the professionalism, the professionality required for this. בין שני צדדים או יותר, it's two parties or more. It's the extension of הפגשה, of creating a meeting, getting paid for it between two or more parties.
What's צדדים?
צדדים is צד is side.
Side is side, so it's
Yeah.
two sides.
Two sides. Two parties is better in English, but we say two
Yeah.
sides. Okay?
Side is צדדים, okay.
לשם התקשרותם בעסקה. לשם is intention. Okay, it's an intention word. By the way, the vocabulary for the laws is not the spoken vocabulary, okay? So you will see words that you never heard of and we never use them, okay? But we have to know. So לשם is one of them. I never said לשם. I never use that word and I speak nice Hebrew, okay? My Hebrew is not stricter, but that's the reason. לשם what? לשם התקשרותם. להתקשר is to... להתקשר, I'll call you, אני אתקשר אליך. Exactly. להתקשר is to connect.
Connect for business, but it's got.
Yeah, that's the next one.
Yeah, sorry.
So להתקשר is to connect for business, not just to connect for good time. It's to connect in aiming to create, to have a business.
So it's a middleman who creates two parties, brings them together with the intention of creating business.
And he's getting paid.
And he's getting paid, yes.
We're only missing one thing that we'll cover in a second, but we got it perfect. I want to give you some words about the word iska. Okay, the word iska is an important word for us. First, because iska is what we want to achieve, it's the end game. And second, because it might be confusing. Iska is a transaction, a deal. It can be either or. It's not asaka, which is another word we'll meet very soon. It's not esek or osek. Each one of them has a different meaning. Okay? Every time we get through the other meanings, I will pause and spot it. But iska is a transaction, a deal. And you now have a mind note that to be alert when the next time you see this word, it's not necessarily a transaction.
Oh, maybe something else.
It can be something, but we'll get there. Okay, just have a mind note, you see the word iska or something similar, it's not necessarily that. בזכות במקרקעין. זכות, מה זה זכות?
Like in the marriage or like in order to again like it's good like in the marriage to do
something of land, because Mekarka was land, you said.
Yeah, we have
I-
זכות במקרקעין, but let's focus on זכות for a second. זכות is right.
Right.
Okay? My birthright, my זכות, הזכות שלי מלידה.
זכות, okay.
Okay, now, זכות in legal world means you have two things, you have two sides. You have זכות and you have חובה. חובה is duty, זכות is right. Okay, you asked for a loan of $10,000 and I gave it to you. I have the זכות, I have the right to get my $10,000 and you have duty, החובה, להחזיר. Okay, so that's the two sides of the coin. זכות מצד אחד, it's something you are entitled to. Okay, as a person.
Right.
זכות במקרקעין is a right in real estate. And we have 5 rights in real estate. Here they are. Just appeared on your screen. First right, בעלות. מה זה בעלות?
like the owner the landlord
Exactly. בעלות, בעלים is the owner. Okay, landlord because it's real estate.
בעל הבית.
בעל הבית, מה זה בעל הבית? הוא הבעלים. יש לו זכות בעלות.
Yes,
That's the
right.
official
Okay.
right. We will, on 3 or 4 sessions, we'll dive into the law of real estate, not agents, but real estate, and we get into each of these rights. But I want you to get to know them. בעלות. Now, the בעל הבית can be בעל הבית, can be בעלים. בעלים is another word we use. In plural. What?
More than 2 or 3 people.
No, it's one.
That's
But they
all.
call him בעלים. מי הבעלים?
בעלות.
בעלות לא אומרים.
Ah,
Yeah. We are open-minded but very sexist.
okay.
Okay, we don't have בעלות, it's always בעלים.
But here you have בעלות.
What?
Yeah, it's בעלות.
זה בעלות.
בעלות.
בעלות. זכות הבעלות. The ownership right.
Right.
Okay? And בעלים is the who is the בעלים? מי הבעלים?
אז
Who is the
יש
owner?
מישהו מהבעל או בעלים ויש לו בעלות.
Exactly.
Okay.
Very good. And when you said בעלות, I said in feminine. So no, it's only a masculine word. בעלים has many men.
בעל הבית has בעלות.
Yeah. שכירות.
שכר דירה
שכר דירה, rental.
Rental.
Okay? The right that's granted to you by the transaction of rental. זכות שכירות.
Okay.
בשכירות you need to know שוכר. שוכר is the tenant. משכיר is the landlord that grants the tenant is
Yeah.
right. Okay? שכירות. דמי שכירות. We'll meet them in few variations. משכנתה.
Making משכנתה, the mortgage.
Mortgage.
You're allowed to help them get a mortgage. What can you do in משכנתה?
As an agent?
Yeah, as an agent you can introduce them to a mortgage
That's
officer.
yeah, but that's outside of what we'll do.
Okay.
You can because being a mortgage advisor, it's not legally, it's not regulated.